And welcome back to the Homemade Podcast of Sports. Guys, we're here. We're here again. We just keep on pushing along. All right? This is a damn good time to be an Aggie. All right? Especially of this baseball team. You guys have to witness what is going on. What did I tell you guys about this Notre Dame game? They're very good defensively. All right? They weren't going to not let up defensively. The thing about it is that we caught them sleeping at the right time. All credit to Notre Dame. They did what they had to do. But unfortunately, they went away. They went away. I will say this. Shout out to Nate Detner. Shout out to Nathan Detner. That young man's performance, in which marked the history books of all of A&M baseball. The first ever guy to throw 7 shutouts. Throw out 7 shutout innings, man. Shout out to you, young man. You done what you had to do. You guys have to understand why Jim made that move and said, no, man, you're going to get your butt back on in there. You want to get your butt back on in there? Because the job ain't done yet. We aren't finished. I'm your coach. You believe in me, so believe in what I'm telling you to do. That is the energy that was missing for a very long time. Now, for the first time ever, Texas A&M moves into the College World Series semifinals game. This is history being made within 1 year. 1 year. That's all it takes. All it takes is for a team to buy in, a coach to believe in what he's doing, and then after that, everything else will take care of itself. Why don't you guys be believing that? See, a lot of people go off of what their history says. The history says that Texas A&M ain't good in the College World Series, period. All right? They aren't good. So we aren't going to believe we aren't going to believe Texas A&M until they show us. What is Texas A&M doing right now? They're showing the whole world to why they were put there in the first place. That one loss. And I'm so glad that we've made I'm so glad that we've made our way back up that mountain. And as of right now, Texas A&M is still the highest seed remaining in this College World Series. Now we get to dance with Oklahoma again. Hey, OU. We've missed you. We've missed you oh so much. We walked you all so many times in that game. I can't explain the feeling of how mad those kids were, the coaching staff, and as well as us. We remember. That's why he put Nathan Detner out there to start that game. Get out there and you show him that you ain't giving up no more walks. If you gonna get it, you're gonna have to hit it on me. What did Nathan do? He got out there and he didn't give up no walks. That feels damn good. That feels damn good. He didn't give up anything. He gave up a couple of hits. They didn't score. They didn't score until Brad Rudis got in the ball game, in which is a freshman. I expected that. I'm gonna say this once again. I expected that. That's fine. All right. And then you got another guy that got out there, and which is a freshman as well. He got out there. He gave up a couple of hits. He didn't give up no score. I'm not going to give you that. So now going forward, I told you guys what it was when I made that podcast earlier today about understand that when we lose one game, we aren't losing another. Oh, you got us in that first one. Understand that the College World Series, just like any other sport, playoff time, that's a whole different ballgame. We got that one loss in the SEC tournament. Didn't look back. Had been on the roll ever since. We got this one loss in the College World Series. Didn't look back. We've been on the roll ever since. So now what we have to do is go and win the big dance now. We got a date with Oklahoma again. We got a date with them. I believe in that ball game, a lot of those kids wanted Oklahoma again. They wanted that shot at Oklahoma again because they embarrassed them. They embarrassed them. Once again, shout out to Notre Dame. And I'm not going to talk arrogantly. So please, guys, forgive me if you all think that I'm talking arrogantly. But Notre Dame was in the way. We want Oklahoma again. Because y'all wasn't supposed to give us that loss, and we weren't supposed to give you guys that easy of a win. That win was supposed to be battle tested. So now, going into this game, which is our elimination game, understand that Oklahoma ain't getting eliminated if they lose. All right? We have to beat them twice. We'll play them on tomorrow. We'll come out with a new pitcher. It will not be Jacob Polish, I know for sure. It will be the other guy, in which I always forget this kid's name. But since I hadn't seen him as much, that's why I don't know his name like that. But he'll come out there, the same guy that went in there and helped us quiet the storm for Oklahoma. That will be the same pitcher that you will see on the very first pitch on tomorrow. We'll most likely play Oklahoma at about 1 o'clock because they keep on giving us these 1 o'clock games. We'll play them. We're going to go in there and we're going to take care of our business. Once again, this is history in the making for Texas A&M baseball, period. We hadn't been here. We've never been here before. Understand that. We've never been here before. Jim Sloss has been here. But Texas A&M has never even gotten this far. So for us to get that far, that's monumental. That's very monumental. That speaks volume to what Schlossenagel has done. Jim doesn't like losing. He doesn't like losing at all. No, man. That doesn't look very good to him. That doesn't look very good to his team. Nor to anybody else, for that matter. So guess what? We're going to come in and we're going to handle our business. We're going to handle our business. It's no slowing down. We're in it to win it. I told you this from the start. And now we have to go out there tomorrow and take care of our business. All right? Oklahoma. For whatever strange reason, I feel like Oklahoma was waiting on us too. Why? Because Oklahoma riding high on their victory. And they're 2-0 right now. They beat us one time. So in Oklahoma's head, who's to say that they won't beat us a second? Well, I'm going to tell you like this. They won't beat us a second time. You would not get that easy of a victory again. We walked you 10 times, man. 10. That done something to this A&M ball club. We walked you 10 times. I'm going to say it once again. We walked you 10 times. That won't happen again. We're not scared of you. We got the swagger back. We're in there. I'm not going to say we're comfortable, because when you get comfortable, that's when you lose. We're uncomfortable. That ain't enough. We need more. We need to see the College World Series national title game. That's what we need to see. It's a lot of people that laugh at this A&M ball club. All right, in all sports. Yeah, we gave them 19 free bases total. Thank you guys for telling me that. Shout out to Chile. Chilemas, I think that's what it is. Gave them 19 free bases, the most ever, I think, in College World Series history. We aren't giving you them bases anymore, man. We gave you guys way too much. We aren't giving you them bases. This is the reason to why we did not give Notre Dame those bases. It looked like it at one point in the game. It did look like we were starting to give it in the 8th inning, in the bottom of the 8th. Jim shut that down real quick. Oh no, we will not give up any free bases here. We will not. Credit to Jim Schlossenagel and what he has done specifically in the Men's College World Series. You could not ask for a better showing than what he is giving A&M and everybody else around the nation now. All right? Even guys that has been there, the Blue Bloods, which is UCLA, Texas, LSU. Who's after LSU? A couple of more other people after that. Those guys respect it. They respect where this program is going. For us to make it out of where we're at, we're 2-0, facing elimination. Nobody that's walking this God's green earth that's an Aggie can say, yeah, man, I remember when Texas A&M was down 2. No, nobody can say that until now. I'm one of them. All right, so once again, a lot of people laugh at us and say that Aggie sports in this and in that. Well, Jim Slauson is showing you a whole nother ball game right now. Why did y'all say that they couldn't do it? It's a lot of guys over here. All you need is just the right coaching. That's it. So this victory said everything that we needed to know. Once again, we're not done yet, so we're not going to act like we're done. Even when we go up against Oklahoma and we win, twice, by the way, we're not done yet. The job isn't finished. If you look at those players and you look at those coaches, you can look at them and know the difference between the back then A&M teams and the now A&M teams. Everybody looks at each other and says that we ain't done yet. The job been finished, man. That victory was good, but we won't sit on that victory for a very long time. We still got a lot of baseball to play. All right, so game 1 on tomorrow between A&M and Oklahoma in the semifinals, in which is for the first time ever that these two teams have met up in the semifinals period. But you guys got to realize something. This is why we came to the SEC. A lot of people are going to hate me for saying that. That's not fans of A&M, I know this. But this is why we came to the SEC. Was to not only up our athletics, but also make better decisions on everything. All right? Hire better coaching. Upgrade facilities. Get better at recruiting. Everything and then some. Now, OU and Texas may not admit this, but eventually they will. This is the reason to why they want to come to the SEC. Well, it's the reason to why they are coming to the SEC. Is to make everything better than what it was before. You think they want to continue to live in the past and throw out past history? Huh? I'm talking about Oklahoma and Texas here. You think they want to continue to do that? Or do they want to put themselves in a position to win now? They look at Texas A&M and see the trajectory of where everything is going athletically, and they want to be a part of that. All right? The only problem is that in this decade alone, in which I told you guys this before, it's our turn. We've sat back for hundreds of years. Sat back for 80-plus years in football. 100 years in baseball. 100-plus years in counting in basketball. All right? We don't want to sit back any longer. Why is it taking so long? Well, because we was over there in the conference with two big dogs that had their way. Now we've moved over. And we're running things our way. All right? And we aren't arrogant about it. We aren't arrogant about it at all. But we're making a stand in baseball at the moment. We're making people around the country know who Texas A&M baseball is. Understand that we were still very regional. We're not regional anymore. We'll cross the nation. You see Jack Moss, way from Colorado. We'll cross the nation. So yeah, it's a big deal with us getting all of these wins. People talking about, oh man, you want to make a cup for it? We will. It's a monumental history. The only question is, can you finish the job? That's the whole enchilada. That's the finish line. That's the Gold Cup. Can you seal a deal by winning the national title? I told you guys that I'm all in. I'm all in, man. Aggieland has got me. I'm all in. I'm not going anywhere. I will sit here and I'm going to watch each and every College World Series game. Like I've never watched them before, and which is a fact. I've never watched them before until now. So I'm here. Okay? I can't tell you about what happened in 2017. I can't. But I can tell you about what's happening now. Why? Because I'm witnessing it. I'm witnessing history being made. That's just what it is right now. Once again, a lot of people ain't gonna like us because we're garnering history and indeed invading the history books. And we have now kicked down the door on everybody's favorite to win it all. When Texas left, Notre Dame became the favorite. Now that Notre Dame is gone, I don't know who they're going to bank on now. But nobody is banking on the highest seed. Nobody, and I mean nobody. You got us fans banking on it. A couple of more other people banking on it, but nobody is believing that Texas A&M can win this whole thing. They're just simply not. As of right now, nobody is believing that Texas A&M is going to walk into that game with Oklahoma on tomorrow and beat them. Nope. Nobody is believing that. People will ride with the winners, not the losers. At the moment, we're winners. Just in a whole nother bracket. So, the question is, can we get out of that bracket and get to the winners bracket, in which is the bracket that matters the most? Can we do it? I believed it in the first game, so why would I not now? Because we lost to them? That don't mean nothing. That don't mean a thing. And I'm going to stop making excuses to why we lost. We just lost. That was an embarrassing loss. Once again, the coach ain't making no excuses. So why should I? Why should I? I'm not going to make any. We lost that game fair and square. You got us. You won't get us again. And I meant what I said. #GigaMaggots. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.